Criminal defense attorney Deborah Caldwell Bono joins us to help make sense of what happened today. First of all, explain to us, what is an Alford plea?
An Alford plea is a plea that's available to the defendant in a criminal case, whereby he acknowledges that the evidence is sufficient to convict him, but at the same time can maintain his innocence and say, I really didn't do it.
And so the defendant will be technically found guilty and sentenced as though found guilty. Is it unusual for a defendant to enter an Alford plea after the trial has started, after evidence has been presented?
Not really. Sometimes you want to see how the evidence actually develops in a trial. You know, we all think we know what the evidence is going to be, but then what actually comes out during trial can sometimes be quite different. And after the Commonwealth has presented its case and rested, it sometimes is in the defendant's best interest to go ahead and enter an Alford plea or a plea so that he avoids jury sentencing and has a judge sentencing.
That's what I was going to ask you. What does the defendant stand to gain? And I suppose that would be that the judge sentences and maybe potentially more lenient than a jury.
That's the hope. In cases such as this, jurors' emotions would be quite high, and I'm sure that they thought they would do better with the judge to sentence him.
They would do better with a judge. Tell us a little bit about how this plea today could affect future cases against Jesse Matthew. We know he is facing in Albemarle County charge of abduction and attempted murder, or of murder rather, in the Hannah Graham case. Could this Alford plea play into that case?
Well, it'll definitely have an impact. Should he choose to testify in that case, he will now be a convicted felon 3 times. So that is used against him. It affects his credibility if you're a convicted felon. Also, at sentencing, if he's convicted, being a prior convicted felon will enhance the sentencing guidelines so that whether it's the judge sentencing or jury sentencing, it will increase the exposure that he would have.
Okay. Deborah Caldwell Bono, criminal defense attorney here in Roanoke. Thank you for joining us
You're welcome.
today.